forward. That's all the players back in spawn dealt with, and a beautiful hold out from Vora. This round is wraps.
Exact right reaction from 100 Thieves. Realize you have pressure on one side, fight out the other. Team Matino leads the team to great success there. This is 100 Thieves that is playing more solo duelists than pretty much anyone else right now. But Timo in that role has impressed me. But Timo in decision-making and movement are on his waylay that we'll get to see later on in this series, which I think is one of the best in Americas right now.
Has definitely been putting up numbers, been looking real strong on it. And 100 Thieves now moving into round 2 with the advantage. Gear up 5 players again, this time over towards A.
Interceptor to counter on any utility that would go the other way. It's interesting to see how that veto cues in on the attack side, and if you're a team that is, you know, going for that early default, using it to nullify fight utility and make that A lobby hold way easier is a great asset of that agent.
Yeah, stop the early fights, stop the refights, and then can reset like Cryo's done now to just contain and see if anyone's walked up into mid or C.
And if you keep that utility for a post plant, makes the retake that much more difficult.
Now 100 Thieves are heading into an A stack. 4 players here on the site, and that includes some buys from EEG, a shorty on call. That's now been dealt with.
Holy shit.
Timatino has the Phantom, so with that kill, it does look like 100 Thieves are going to move back towards Cryo in mid.
Seeing Neon in heaven is really suspicious, and they're going to realize that there's something else going on. Cryo will walk in and might catch a timing here onto Bao.
And with Cryo's position, he's about to hear a lot of footsteps rotating back through spawn as well, so he knows he has a timing to creep up into the smoke. See if he can find a kill. A little bit unexpected as the flank is dealt with, and 100 Thieves continue to control this map.
Both these teams play very flank heavy on their retakes on defense, so have to be aware throughout this match of Haven as Cryo stealing this spot.
A little bit patient.
Oh my goodness.
Paranoia and finds his mark, so nice work out from 100 Thieves. Now one of the difficulties I think EG is going to face on this defensive half early on is by losing that early pistol, by going for some lighter buys to the Marshall in this round. That means they're going to get that operator online a lot later than they'd probably like to have for a guy like Digizin, who is absolutely farming with it always.
Yeah, he was plus 33 in the last match this team played. He has really been a monster after coming in as this unusual pickup. A Brazilian player who got dropped, you know, some rumors of maybe not being the best teammate. Went back down to tier 2 for his second time. But just reappears on the CG roster and is immediately finding the individual success that you know he can get at his peak.
Now Evil Geniuses with the buy. Set up with Digizin over on the A side of the map, but like we were talking about, it can be hard to fight up for that early space when the Interceptor goes down.
I'm really looking at how EG approach A lobby control. In their previous game, they played a lot of rounds where Calm was solo holding long. It's really tough to contain from that position when you're against a double smokes comp.
And EG haven't done a whole lot fighting for it. After 2 rounds of that Interceptor being in A lobby, 100 Thieves have control, though this time they only put 2 players over here, so it's given 100 Thieves a lot of map control, even showing some presence now in mid. That pulls a smoke out from Oki, while the rest of the team comes into A, and this fight over short is going to really determine the round. Zen creeps up into it, but is hard held, and there was no utility behind that. That was fully out on his own. That's now a Phantom to be upgraded from 100 Thieves. As they still have
What the heck is that Phantom skin? I've never seen it.
To go into easily this round, but still with plenty of time to make a re-clear happen on this map. Even on the bonus round, this is a winning position.
And 100 Thieves call against EG's tendencies twice in a row now as EG stack 4 players on that A site. Again, 100 Thieves call that and now find themselves on an empty C site.
And now you look at a possible retake scenario where you're down your Neon, retaking into C, with some great utility, including that Interceptor in the post plant. It's going to be tough to even get out of the choke.
And we get to see some different post plant protocols from 100 Thieves. Still the forward fight from their Neon, but this time there is that late presence in mid. Bang has a chance to backstab or come back into garage if he so desires. There is an alarm bot right on his left shoulder, but at the same time, Timatino jumps up into window, taken out. But still, Evil Geniuses don't have an infinite amount of time, and as one player goes out into the open all on his own, as Cryo and Bang lock down garage, Calm is gonna just have to straggle away.
One of the most impressive facets of this new 100 Thieves to me has just been their protocols in general. I think that in every state of the round, they always have very clear ideas of what their next step is going to be. They've always been a team, going back to previous coaches, previous leaders, that we knew for having preset strats, great ideas of how they wanted to run an exec at the beginning of rounds. But I think where they've been excellent this season is in those post lanes, always having the next step ready. Here, not just one reflank that gets picked off, but a second player ready to pinch in and very carefully choosing what utility to save to put themselves into that winning position.
Could be worse.
Well, now that's found 100 Thieves with a bonus round victory. EG only have the saved Phantom for Calm, and he's playing by himself on the A side.
And for EG, this is rough. Their last game, they won 3 out of 4 bonus rounds themselves. Probably the only reason that didn't go 3 maps against Envy.
Yeah, that one nearly slipped away from them. But EG did enough to find themselves in this match today. See how they can problem solve here now as 100 Thieves round after round have gotten so much map control virtually for free. The only difference this round is actually the forward step up out of Bao all the way down C long that informs a little bit better for EG when they want to go for these A stacks.
EG might want to go for a refight. Super caught by Bang.
Wow, what a shot.
Felt a little bit scattered from EG, especially on these short fights. Players just running out one by one. When they do swing together, that's when 100 Thieves have 3 players trained on the line. So they get mowed down here with just the pistols in hand.
I do question the re-aggression there on a light buy. You have such great info with the push-up towards long. They still had information from that alarm bot in garage. Would have liked to see them just hold back and quiet stack that with the worst weapons.
See if it's maybe just them getting a little over-eager, trying to be a bit of a hero, go for an early pick when they have the weaker weaponry, but it does seem to me like A has to be, and A lobby in particular, has to be the problem area of the map to solve.
Good news though. Next round for EG, even though this one is a wash, they will have an operator for DG's in.
Oh, well, that's a way to solve all of your problems.
Yeah, well, maybe not all of them, but I think when you can set him up on a line forward at one side of the map, it makes it so much easier to just go into those stacks together, hard anchor, and feel like you have less need to go for these kind of active plays that they've been getting caught on.
It is still a little bit tough to find value with that up if you wanted to take it over towards A when the Viper wall is always going to be in play, break up your crosshair.
So then we have to think, is the real problem our lack of a lobby control? And I think that's really what EG is worried about, is you see 3 players to fight it here. However, with an interceptor always available, it's hard to full send. You kind of have to refight into this space instead.
Yeah, 100 Thieves would really like just putting Cryo and Bang into A, look for Cryo, or Bang rather, to get that little insert.
Upping.
The rest of 100 Thieves.
DG, oh my goodness.
That can be the go button for 100 Thieves now. Zooming up into garage. Timotino actually, without support, immediately behind him, now finds himself in the open, doesn't matter.
Wow.
And now that speed up for 100 Thieves comes in. Still a player to be dealt with backside. Smokes to lodge Supa inside as more support comes in, but it doesn't matter. Timotino on fire through this C side.
DG's been spotted as well.
What a
not getting
shot.
saved again. Down it goes, and 100 Thieves
Holy
not only win the
moly.
round, but eviscerate EG's money.
Like clockwork.
And it's another miscue in a critical spot. Bao, tucked in the left corner, chooses a timing to swing alone into garage. And as soon as he falls, makes it all the easier for 100 Thieves to split that site, use some lovely utility for backside, and just completely dismantle EG's hold.
And you know the worst part? I mean, losing a 5th round in a row is probably the worst part. But like number 2, that operator, Cryo picked it up, threw it off the map. So no chance to get that one back online. Digizin is going to be waiting another couple rounds before he can dip into that fund again.
I mean,
the beginning for the guys who
why they are pushing?
really the
I have no clue.
flag bearers for EG in the 2 games they've won in the lower bracket. Digizin alongside
Why they are pushing like
Superman.
that?
1 kill combined right now.
It's been a tough start for them.
But look at those shots from Timotino, man. He is,
Really?
I think, so far for Americas. He got it eventually.
Yeah, you know.
Timo, though, is I think, for me, right now, the rookie I have been the most impressed with in Americas. He has been so good individually.
No,
His
they're
decision making has been great, and he's playing such a hard role. I was talking about it earlier, but he doesn't have a Yoru to fall back on. He is solo entering in so many of these rounds and is often put into really tough situations that he can consistently navigate out of. Really great work by this rookie.
I mean, even if you're just looking at that last round, he proved a couple of different things that were just solid on his own. First of all, that first fight, just a straight up gunfight. He wins it on his own, but then his pathing to fight forward into the smoke that was on site and wait. When he peeks through, that wasn't just a random timing he took. No, that was exactly when his own teammates were stepping in to fight that player backside. That's why he's able to catch those two players right in the side of the head. It's very good individual play, but also combining that element with his team play.
Exactly. Turning over to EG though. This round is an eco, so it'll be a little different. But when we get on rifle rounds, the solution EG needs to find is how to deal with a lobby. They have not had control of that space once, which means they're playing low info. Even when a C hit comes in, their A anchors don't feel comfortable early rotating. They need to figure out how to defeat that interceptor in lobby and take this space.
Again, they're pushing. Again, they're pushing.
Calm donated the
Three Sheriff, one Classic, one Phantom. Okay, one Hero Gun, bye.
Little trap set up on A long, but
Horrible.
Thieves have maybe even changed
0,
up their
5.
approach in these rounds coming out of the timeout. Not putting those two players isolated in A lobby this time around. Instead playing a little bit more bundled and really expecting some form of aggression on the anti-eco.
Seems like they're very suspicious of that coming from A lobby. Wouldn't hate to see a B finish in this round. They have worked into that space quite a few times.
Something Vor has shown quite a few times has been this prowler up through mid around the 1 minute mark to try and dislodge anyone that's crept up underneath window or is stepping into the space. What that means for 100 Thieves is very likely they'd expect, you know, they have to be a little bit more diligent as they clear down into A, because the main places you take space on this map are either down through mid or up towards A lobby.
How many does the drone catch?
I don't know if it's going to get any, really.
Oh my goodness, the drone caches nothing.
And Calm now is about to walk straight into his death.
Well, you better start running, Calm. Get out of there, buddy. It's not going to happen. As, well, little self-stun.
From both neons.
All right,
wow.
Don't watch that.
What
it
a
doesn't really matter.
self-stun.
It's still going to be that retake. No stuns into the mix. Sumatino just lights things up.
Was that self-stuns or
What
did they trade stuns?
the hell
I think
are
the one
they
in
doing?
Spawn was red. Either way,
Easy.
on a retake with the pistols now, but that interceptor will block all util, or not.
Ditches in with the Vandal. The Phantom, rather, but 100 Thieves again.
Oh my.
Doing excellent work. A 1-on-2 now for Ditches in. Pops the ult. Thinks he has a chance, but the crossfire, too solid.
No chance, no
100 Thieves
chance.
stay perfect.
Got a little dicey in that anti-eco.
0,
You can see that
6.
the Paranoia, of course, can still rip through that interceptor unaffected and get some blinds up, allow a couple kills with the pistols. But again, that second layer of post-plant protocol from 100 Thieves just too good. And this is just brutal. Calm so close to finding a player. It's no information.
Okay, let's see what
instead
the
dies.
Tarek is doing.
Now we look ahead. It's 6-0.
Yep.
How
Where's
do
my
they
crush?
deal with A lobby?
Yeah, I got the scuba skin line.
Well, they gotta get
Scuba
the
skin
skin
line.
line, Mimi.
Okay, of course.
They gotta wait till the next game. Well, they gotta get the scuba skin line, Mimi.
Okay.
All right, 6-0. Full buys
Wait till the
again.
next game. Yeah, hard to say.
100 Thieves are just playing like such a slow, like calculated game. It's like
Exactly.
it just looks so good right now.
Back again.
Now they have VG's in holding the line
I
here.
feel like 100 Thieves have changed their approach coming out of that timeout. Again, sort of anticipating the adjustments EG are going to make. And
Early drone from Com.
filter down
Really
into
no
mid,
info
virtually
again.
uncontested.
And now they're going for a B pop where it's open. It feels
And
like
such a
EG are
passive
one
ult
step
for EG.
behind.
Only the alarm bot here. Now
Com
with that
has
ult
Sova
box,
ult if they go
100 Thieves will
B.
simplify.
Here it goes.
Straight up take on the B site with no one home to counter.
Well, Hunter's Fury.
Oh my
It didn't
goodness.
hit him.
It is cryo.
It didn't hit Cryo, but he got a kill. Oh
What?
my god.
Tino's
That's a
trying
big
to run all
kill.
the way back towards spawn.
Viper's Pit from
Taken
B.
on through, but now it's Viper's
This
Pit.
garage fight is huge.
Turns the B site green.
Vora.
EG have to navigate their way back in. First, it's going to be out these doors.
What a
Or in the
nice
open,
off
doesn't
angle.
matter.
That was
Blocks it
sick,
down.
man. He's good. That's a nice off angle,
Now
straight
the
up, bro.
teleport
That's a
on
nice
top
off
side from
angle.
Rodianos. He can't see anything.
3v3
He's
here.
up here, prowled out. Digizen's got an operator.
They have
using
to
it
work
like a
through the
shotgun.
ults.
No one has a clue what's going on this site. It's a mixture of colors.
No time. Wow. 7-0.
There's just no time.
Still a pin.
Oh, it's because he's Vito ulted. It doesn't take damage. Thank you guys. Thank you guys. Thank you guys.
Another for 100
Because I was like, dude, it looked like it was on him.
Technically a Red Bull clutch for Bang.
Good call. Good call. Good
As he
call.
dances his
Wait,
way
that's kind of
into
a sick
7th
strat then,
straight
right?
round.
For him to run in and plant, he's unaffected by the util.
And EG
I like the
had the right
usage.
approach, fight out from Garage, get these players off of the areas in mid, outside that Viper's pit, so you can pinch into the Viper. No.
I like it.
Warwick gets 2 kills.
But I play
easily shuts
Valo.
it down.
Honestly, I said it before,
going
but
back to
I'm
your
still,
point,
I'm playing
100
catch up
Thieves
on
make
Vito,
great
but I'm gonna watch this
decisions.
video after this game
They're
and
trying
just
to do what they
figure
love,
it
they're
out.
Trying to change it up. Okay, we just simplify. Send them
But I
a
also
B hit
didn't
with
hear the
ult
ult get
and win a
popped,
round.
truthfully.
How many times has Vora been able to just find empty sites this game? It
I know
feels
what the ult
like
does.
4 or 5 rounds.
Okay, here we go.
Completely uncontested, but now. the
Oh, he's
operator
dead.
was
He's dead
saved.
here. If he goes through, he's dead.
How confident are
Oki's
you
dead.
feeling? No.
Where's that?
Wow.
Where's that?
Already
Bottom
spammed
short.
out down short.
He got
There were smokes in
spammed?
front of that one.
Yeah, how did he die? There's a smoke.
Sometimes
Was he on
everything
the box
goes your way
maybe?
in a
He must
game.
have been on the box.
They saw it still posted in the close corner.
You got to get this kill. To give EG a chance in the round, but it's so patient.
This team
from
beat
100
Envy?
Thieves.
They're waiting for the re-aggression, and they might be
I
about to
mean-
find it. 2 players walking down mid from EG.
To be fair,
Any prowlers
I think
left for
both
Vora, still
teams would
has
lose
2.
to 100
This is
Thieves,
usually when
like
you use it down in mid.
realistically.
Yeah,
But there's
as I'm
also
saying, but
still
it
the
spots a
Valorant.
deeper
There's a
player.
chance, obviously.
Still though, that's enough information for 100 Thieves just to regroup and move.
If
towards
100 Thieves
A.
are playing like this, I
It
think
all
both
comes
teams
down to
lose.
just Zen.
Wow, nice
Shot
shot.
from him. Instantly slips
Sick
on
shot,
out.
bro. Sick shot.
The stun to slow things
4v4.
down. As now the rest of 100 Thieves realize they've got to go. There's no
Oh!
more time to wait. Another brilliant shot.
DG's
Out of
in.
What
Zen.
the
And Zen
heck
was
was
close
that
into the corner.
shot?
Team?
Nice work out
Team
from
is
him. 100
dropping?
Thieves not
Judge?
going.
No! Bow,
Do it
bow,
not
bow! Calm is still flanking. Do they know? It's Calm. Cryo's looking at
Calm
flank.
loses it again.
Cryo's looking at flank. Oh my
No
god, they know it's
Oh
Calm.
my god, bro. Holy.
Absolute disaster. DG's gets 2 picks.
DG's has been their
3v5.
salvation in so many games.
Oh
Like he was
my
about to do it
god.
again.
This is tough.
It's 2 stunning op shots, backside. What on Team Latino in particular, so impressive.
We were robbed.
The second he falls,
Full spam out of bang. Wow.
unlucky for Oki, I
Wow,
guess.
what a spam. He knows him. He knows the plays.
Jumping around the
Wow.
corner
They're
with the
so
judge, him not
locked.
getting a kill there.
Second pause, EG.
The last straw.
Yo, I'm not kidding,
And this
chat.
game on EG's map choice
Ooh.
is
There is
oh,
potential
that's
for a
the
you know
second
what.
timeout
I won't say
Potter
it. There is
in the
potential
second
because they look
timeout
so
in
good.
8 rounds. And
Potter
the
is
last
not
timeout
happy.
was, what, 2 rounds ago?
Potter is not happy. EG's
Okay.
map pick
Maybe
as well.
3, but then 100 Thieves
Why are
immediately
Bao and
changed
Oki
up
so
their
quiet
game plan,
now? Probably because they're
prefer
losing
focus
0 to
on
8. I don't know.
1-2 rounds, and well, now again, EG trying to settle down.
And this is a tough situation to be in. 'cause
I would say,
normally
like,
when you play a game like this,
goes
it's
back to,
okay,
like,
we haven't been
I
fighting
mean,
for so
100
much
Thieves
for